Here we go, back in the beast. 100-hour MGB GT. One of the things I wanted to show you, it's been about 10 minutes or so since I turned the motor off, and as you can see, just kind of shows the mechanical gauge. I said I would use the crayons for two things. Here we go, here's the other one. Just a little trick. For example, if for whatever reason was in the middle of something and had to leave, and I drained, say, the gear oil, I can just write on the windshield with an orange crayon. There we go. It's just a little trick. I always make sure to look at my note. I found that if you just write a paper note or something like that, it's really easy to lose, or somebody else if somebody else is helping you, could hop in the car, start the car up, and there might be no gear oil, or there may be something else that some reason that you don't want to drive it, or the wheels haven't been torqued, or anything like that, or maybe you have one of the things I did earlier is I had the clutch slave cylinder disconnected because I needed to change the bolts, and I went ahead and removed the bolts and chased out the holes in the gearbox where the bolts connect into, and I wrote no clutch, or right there. That way I know, do not, just to remind myself, if a day or two later I hop in the car, I know not to push the clutch, because if I do, it would pop the slave cylinder seals right out, and then I'd have hydraulic fluid all over the ground. So that's just my little trick there. And again, getting ready to attack the body. About done with the basic drivetrain stuff. I got to do the front brake calipers. They're sticking. I'll show you real quick. A buddy of mine that I work for part-time, he gave me some new used tires. These are Dunlop D2s. Decent. 185/60 14s from a Miata that came into the shop where I work, and you can see pretty nice rubber. And on the front, both the front tires, again, these are Dayton's, which is kind of a somewhat cheap brand, but these are actually really nice. These are almost new. Seem to have about 85%, 90% of the tread left. But you can also see, I can't rotate the tire, the front. This caliper is completely frozen. Not completely frozen, but very frozen. Go around to the other side, and you'll be able to see this one's not quite as bad, if I remember, but well, maybe it is actually. Really bad. Show you another thing real quick. The previous owner, I'm not sure you'll be able to see this if there's enough light. Right there you can see, there we go. You can actually see the new brake line he put on. And I'll rotate the wheel out. He just kind of didn't get the right size. Didn't really bother to fix it very well. That was just basically going to fail. It's just inevitable before something catches that. And tears the hydraulic line, and you lose 80% of your brakes when one of those goes out. So that would be really bad. And again, here's the new exhaust system I mentioned online, or if you're seeing this for the first, or hearing about this car for the first time. But pretty new, not bad. I have an ANSYS, complete ANSYS system I'm going to put on the car. You can see the new fuel pump. That's pretty much how it came. I had to rewire it and put a new filter on there. But it's going to come off pretty soon for the body work anyway, so I'm not really going to bother to spend a whole lot of time fixing it right. Knowing that just right here, we have a lot of art and body work that's going to come out, so all of this is going to have to get re-welded anyway. So last thing I want is that fuel to be there when I'm welding. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks. Bye.